How many days did it take Jay-Z to write the blueprint?
Mal was there, man.
I'll say 6 days.
Okay. He says 6. Rory?
4.
3.
I'm going to say 4.
2.
Stop giving my answer.
2's your final answer, Rory?
I don't trust you, so I don't know which
2
one
or
I should go
3?
with. 2 days.
Huh?
A weekend.
Give Rory the fucking point. It was 2 days.
Wow.
That's inaccurate.
100% inaccurate.
I
Ain't
know
no
that
fucking way that's true.
That's inaccurate as fuck.
NewRoryNMal.
Welcome to a new episode of the New Rory and Mal podcast. I am Mal.
I exist.
Yeah. I feel you.
I'm here.
You're here, and that's the important part, brother.
I didn't even see Demaris' shirt that says "We exist."
All
Okay.
right?
We exist. What does that mean?
So a guy that I actually met working with you for your album, sent this to me as a package.
Hey, influencer.
It's
As a
from
package.
Project Cry. It's more about just acknowledging your mental health and knowing that you're worthy of being alive and being on this planet. So
See, I did that without even knowing the explanation.
Oh, so
Yo,
the
I exist.
The sleeves are long for a reason.
So you can cry.
Julian,
And because
sometimes
life is short.
Get it?
sometimes Julian, it's
Well, I
just
don't-
not
I'm
okay.
delusional today.
It's not.
New episode. Hey.
So we are here to talk to you guys. That is interesting that Demaris is wearing that shirt because I was gonna ask you guys. You know, it's been a while since we had like a mental health checkup. See where everybody's at mentally. How's everybody feeling?
Yeah. You haven't done a hope all is well text to all of us?
To the group?
Yeah.
Well, you would have saw it if I did. So no, I didn't say hope all is well.
Have you ever reached out to someone to do like the check-in and like the hope all is well shit, and then they like actually start telling you?
Oh my
Instead
God.
of saying good?
Yeah, and it throws you off because like you're in the middle of doing something, so you can't really give it the energy that it.
Yeah. And
Probably
you're like,
needs.
no, my check-in was not genuine. I don't really want to hear if you're not well.
Yeah, I hope all is well, but if you're not, keep it to
Can
yourself.
y'all
For
not
sure.
do that. That's
What?
horrible.
No, I'm just saying, you know, that's how you got to talk to your friends.
When's the last time that happened to you? When a friend really tried to open up and you actually had to lend your ear?
This was probably a couple weeks ago. One of my boys, we was texting about something. Actually, I had texted him. I was like, "Yo, I was like, what's good?" I was like, I ain't hear from you in a minute. But we're like close friends, so you know, you don't speak to like super close friends all the time. Y'all can pick up right where y'all left off. At least that's how guys are. I don't know if girls do that, but
Girls are not friends.
yeah, like if girls are not really
They hate
friends.
each other.
But if you have like a really close male friend, like we can go like months without talking, and then as soon as we talk, it's like we just spoke yesterday. There's nothing changed. And then I was just asking him like, "Yo, what's going on? How's everything?" And the floodgates open. I was
damn
like,
it.
"Shit!" I had to sit down and like really, I had to call him. We went from a text conversation to phone conversation. Like, "Yo, what's up, man?" Like, because you know, through text, words sometimes get taken out of context, and
Yeah.
you can't really hear the person's sincerity in words. So
How do you close out that
Your
conversation?
damn that's crazy wasn't getting it done.
Yeah.
nah, I wasn't gonna hit. I couldn't hit him with the damn that's crazy because he let it go. He was like, "Yo, you know, baby moms, the kids, you know, his mother's health isn't doing too good."
So
He
how
started
do you
going-
close it?
Damn, you should pray on that one.
No, you can't do that. So we got on the phone,
Yeah.
and after talking, he cried a little bit,
Right.
and you know, we was just talking, and I was like, "Listen, man, you know, it could be a lot worse." And it's
Oh my gosh.
You heard the sniffle through the phone. You were like,
You
"Hey,
should have
bro."
said pray on it instead of
No,
that.
I was like, "Yo, listen, man,
Yo,
that's how we."
There's people starving in other
I
countries. You
think
know that, right?
No, the best way to look at it is like, listen, man, you know, it could be worse. You could not have a job. You could not have a home. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot of things that you should be grateful for. I understand sometimes shit gets a little rough and, you know, shaky, but
Yeah, man. There's people dying in hospitals and everything. You're here, existing.
I hate
alive.
Eddin so much.
yeah, and there's also people that have their citizenship and they don't have to fucking,
I'm one of those people. Thank
yeah,
you, United States of
exactly.
America.
Yeah, you could not have a job.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're taking someone else's job,
Yeah,
a
oops.
citizen of the country.
Yeah.
Well, why'd I have to go there, man?
I'm sorry. Listen, I'm sorry, Eddin.
I'm getting really bad at being that friend. I used to be really good at that friend, but because I'm so overwhelmed myself, I don't have time for people to put their problems on me anymore. And I spent so many years being that person. I feel bad because they're already in the mode that they know they can come to me. And now I'm like, hey, nah. Like I can't take your problems right now. I'm sorry. I'm being selfish, all that shit. But I can't even hear it. Like, even if you need to vent and don't need advice, I can't even take the vent. Like, give me 5 years.
Somebody that was
And then maybe I'll come back and we could talk about it.
somebody I was really close to, like we stopped speaking for a while. She texted me the other day, and I still haven't responded.
Nice. I'm
not,
really
not because I don't want
You
to.
don't
It's just-
owe a response.
No, it's not that. I mean,
exactly,
well, when you were friends with somebody, I feel like you do. But like, she really she said some things to me in a drunk state of mind that I just was like, I can't unhear it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't be fake and just start a new text conversation after like not speaking to you for like 6 months. Like I just can't. So it's like I don't even know how to respond. Like I don't want to say, hey, how you doing? Like because it's like I'm gonna get right to the conversation. Like, yo, listen, man, you said some shit that even if we speak again, it will never be the same.
It'll always
like the
be
energy will never be the same between us. Like, and this was like a real good friend of mine.
Can I ask what it was?
So my dad was dealing with some health issues at the moment, and she was mad that like I wasn't like, I guess, hanging out, or like we weren't like communicating, or like I wasn't responding to her text messages like I usually do. Like I'm pretty good at getting back, responding to text messages. So I was like, yo, hey, listen, between actually we were on, I think the tour had just started.
Mm-hmm.
So it's between that and then my dad had, dealing with health issues and stuff, like just family shit. And I was like, yo, listen, this, I got a lot going on. And she was like, I don't give a fuck. I was like,
Oh,
that's nice.
oh, okay. You know what I mean? So that to me, I was like, all right, well, you don't give a fuck. It's nothing for me to talk about, right?
All right. Do you give people any grace if they're going through something and maybe say something impulsive that they don't actually mean?
No, because everybody's going through something. I'm going through something and I would never come at you like that.
Did she apologize after that message, or did she keep it moving?
She apologized and said she was drunk. I don't know
Via
how much
text, not on a phone call.
Yeah, and I don't know how much I care about that.
Okay. How long have you guys been friends? Like what's
Years. At least
so
8 years.
and it's been nothing but pleasant moments between the two of you to some degree, right?
Yeah, yeah, for the most part, yeah. Like the friendship was cool.
So if you're measuring that, wouldn't this be a very small, minuscule thing within her character and who she is as a friend to you? Like
But-
maybe she did just make a drunk mistake.
Which is cool, right? But my thing is, as adults, you know what I mean, drunk or sober, like it's just certain things you don't say. Like if I'm telling you, I got a lot going on, my dad's health right now is, what I'm saying, like he's dealing with some stuff. So I'm just like, caught up in all of this. And your response is, I don't give a fuck.
No, I'm not making excuses for her. I'm just saying if
that was
a
a
reoccurring
dude, like,
thing.
and I was standing in front of him, he might have got punched in his face.
fair.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, okay, cool. Like, so to me, I'm great at completely cutting like ties with somebody. I don't care how long we've been friends. Like once a certain line is crossed, once a certain level of disrespect is in play, like because I say all the time, I'm scared of my own anger.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I have to do everything I can to not be angry and not become upset, because it's like, as you're an adult, when you get upset and you do things or say things, it's consequences to those things.
Do you not believe in second chances or redemption?
Not that I don't believe in it, but again, like I said, the relationship still will never be the same, because I can't unhear that. Like, you know what I mean? It's like I can never unhear you saying that. Like, and I get it, whatever. But my thing is, everybody's dealing with something, which is why I treat people the way I want to be treated. I treat people with grace. I treat people with respect. I treat people with, appreciation, because you may not be speaking to me about what you have going on. So I got to approach you like you may have something going on. You may be in a delicate stage of your life. You may be, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm always gonna be like, yo, what's up? How you doing? It's love all the time. So why not give me that same, especially when I'm telling you I'm dealing with a lot of shit right now. Like, it's not like I didn't tell you that. I told you that. And that was your response, was like, I don't give a fuck. And it's like,
yeah.
whoa, you know what I'm saying? When you was dealing with your shit, on the phone, I was giving you, like words of encouragement, helping you with stuff, things like that, like just being a friend, you know what I'm saying? So now when it's my turn to deal with shit I'm dealing with, and I'm dealing with it pretty well, because you don't even know I'm going through shit. I don't show it. Like, I keep my poker face is amazing. But like, don't say, oh, I was drunk. Nah, I need a little more respect than that. Don't tell me alcohol is the reason that you disrespected me. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, we all have been drunk. When I was drinking, I've had drunk nights, and I've never disrespected any of my friends. Like, that's not an excuse for me. I get it, but it's not a good enough excuse for me. Why are you raising your hand like this is
She's letting you know she exists.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I see you. I just want you to know I see you.
Thank you so much. I didn't just want to cut into you and interrupt you, but Maul, I'm on your side. I wouldn't do a second chance, just because something like that shows you exactly who a person is. More than likely something like that will happen again. And the apology is shitty too. Like, that's such a shitty thing, and a person who isn't a shitty person will understand that that's such a shitty thing. So if she was going through a fucking mental health breakdown and she was drunk on the street just screaming like Sex in the City,
we all get that reference.
Yeah. Shut up. Anyway, it should have been a call. It should have been a pop-up like, yo, I am so sorry. This came over me. Like, that was completely, like, it should have been a benevolent, like a real apology.
The thing is
that, oh, I'm sorry, I was drunk, lets me know that you kind of think that that's okay, and you being drunk is an excuse. And that kind of means that you're kind of a shitty person because you said a shitty thing and you don't even think it's that big of a deal. It'll happen again.
The thing with me is, anybody that knows me personally, they know that, once I get to a point where, because I could be the most loving, caring, fun person, and then, like I said, once a certain line of disrespect is put into play, it could become ice cold. Like, it's like I never even met. I could walk right past you and act like we could have 20 years of friendship. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it takes a lot to get me to that point. Like, I don't do it over just petty shit. I don't do it because you owe me money and you didn't pay me back. I don't care about shit like that. Like, it's always about respect with me. And as we get older, respect is the most important thing, because, it's money comes and goes, material things come and go, but respect has to remain. Like, that's the one thing that we can never compromise, and we can never, take off the table. Like, I don't care what you're going through. Like, there has to be respect. And so when I'm disrespected to a certain level, it's a complete cut. And my friends and family, they know that. And it's scary for them, because they're like, damn, this is the coolest, funniest, like, this the dude I call when I want to just laugh on the phone for hours. And to not be able to have access to that anymore, that fucks people up. But they understand why, because they know what they did. And it's never like, and if it was the opposite way, if I did something to disrespect you and you cut me, I gotta eat that. I gotta stand on that. You know what I mean? So when you disrespect me and I cut that, you gotta stand on that. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is.
Well, to Demaris' point, I do agree with both you guys, but I think there's some gray area in grace, I feel like. So Demaris, do you think people sometimes make mistakes outside of their character? It's not who they are, but they make a decision that is outside of their character.
Yes.
Hey, we all do.
Sometimes.
I think we all
If I have
have,
a friendship
by the
with
way.
somebody for 10 years and it's been nothing but respect, love, it's been a real friendship.
Yeah.
I know what your character is, hopefully, after 10 years. If you make one mistake that I know is out of your character because I've known you for 10 years and you don't behave that way, I'm going to have a bit more grace. Now, if we just been friends for a year and you disrespect me, I'm like, all right, then we got to cut this off, because now I really don't know your character. I haven't known you long enough. But if I have a long-term relationship, friendship, whatever it is, and I know this is outside of their character, I may have a gray area with grace there.
But
I'm not saying that's not the when people show you who they are, believe them type shit. Because I know who you are. And this wasn't you. You made a mistake. And I'm not going to take it personal.
But the circumstances have also changed too, because like Mal said, they've never had a reason to not argue before, because Mal has always been available for her. It shows your character where the one time he isn't available for you, this is how you act. So yes, of course, it's been easy for you to respect me because I've been meeting your deadlines and your guidelines of what you wanted this friendship to be. But the moment that I can't be the friend that you need me to be, which happens throughout adult life, then you switch and you turn into a little demon. So then it's like, okay, well, is this actually who you've been? And I just never gave you the opportunity to be that person? Or is this really a mistake? And that's honestly on Mal to figure out. And I feel like if he really valued her presence, if she really brought a value to his life and a value to, you know what I'm saying, him, and their friendship was valuable to him, then he might consider giving her another chance if it was truly valuable. Not just, oh, she cool peoples and, you know, that's my friend, she cool, but I have 5 other like her. If she was like
stable,
truly valuable, it might be possible for him to.
No, and don't get it twisted. She's an amazing person. You know what I'm saying? But I just know me, it's just not gonna be the same. You know what I mean? Like, I just know how I am. Like, the friendship is just not gonna be the same. Again, it's just a certain, like, I can't unhear you saying those things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't. It's just like, So now I got to act like it never happened.
Mm.
Now I got to act like you never said that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, and I don't want to be fake.
Well, you don't have to go that route. You could have the conversation with her, hear her out, she hear you out, and then obviously trust is something you have to rebuild. If you think that the friendship is valuable enough for you to give her the chance to rebuild the trust, no, it's not going to go right back to how it was, but you can work, you can let time have time and rebuild that friendship and remember why you love her in the first place and give her another chance to show you that she's not actually a piece of shit.
Yeah, no, I just, truthfully, the only reason I didn't respond was because I really didn't.
You didn't see that value?
Not that I didn't know how to, like, I try to avoid confrontation. I do that a lot, but
Really,
it's like I don't know how to start that conversation of, yo, you played yourself. Maybe I just say that, like, yo, you played
Send
yourself.
us a clip of Khaled saying
You know what I mean? So it's like it's like
you gotta
I just gotta
you gotta rip the Band-Aid off.
yeah, like I gotta figure out. I just gotta figure out, how to maneuver through that part of just starting that conversation, and then whatever happens from there happens from there. But like I said, it's just
Confrontation is going to be the only way that gets resolved, or
Yeah.
just don't be friends and don't reply. If you want to fix it, confrontation is literally
because
only.
I don't want it to seem like fuck you, you're
Yeah.
a piece of shit. It's because it's not that. It's just you played yourself. Now I wasn't expecting that from you. That was you disrespected me. It's more of that. But now it's like, I do want to have the conversation. I just don't know how to have it.
Does she listen to the podcast?
Probably not.
I was going to say, if she does and she reaches out, would you talk to her?
But she reached out the other day.
Nah, like in a better way. Not.
Oh,
Like after she hears this episode,
Yeah.
type thing. Unless you want to FaceTime her now and just have the conversation on
Ooh, I
air.
like that.
Ooh, yeah.
No,
I wouldn't make you do that.
Just kidding.
it's not even about me. I would never do that.
I know that.
Like, it's not- I wouldn't make you do that. I would never do that.
Rory, you said earlier, over the last few years, you don't feel like you can be that person to a lot of the friends that you've been in the past in terms of just being the person that they can vent to.
great callback.
How has that changed your relationship with any of these people?
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Which, to Demaris' point as well, and to Mal's, once that situation presents itself and never had before, you kind of start to see your purpose in people's lives. And when they can't do that, they don't hit you up the same way. It's more so like when they need shit. So I do agree with Demaris and Mal's as far as we've never been in this situation as friends, so I can't really say who you are as a person yet. And I've definitely noticed that with friends. But
Oh, man.
they don't hit me up when they don't need something, and I don't mean that like monetarily, but like just need
Anything.
my ear, my advice,
Yeah.
just to fucking talk.
Yeah.
Which is weird because then it's like, damn, our whole relationship was just based off depressing shit and me being able to talk to you about it. God damn.
I had a conversation.
When do you want to go out and get dinner and laugh? Jesus Christ.
I had a conversation with my boys on the phone, and we were talking about just shit crazy shit. And my homeboy said, "Yo, I'm gonna be honest, Mal. I feel like you be talking to us like on some politically correct shit now. Like you changed,
What?
right?" So I was like, "Exact. That was
you don't use the F word anymore?
You dropped a hard F for good measure.
that's exactly what it was.
Really?
I swear to God, that's exactly what it was."
Yeah.
So I'm like, fam, what you not understanding is like, you want me to still have the same mentality and mindset I had when I was 23?
Yeah.
That would be a problem for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't the views I had and the opinions I had when I was 23. A lot of those things have changed now because
As they should.
as
For
they
anyone.
should. Right. That's what I said. So I'm like that doesn't mean. I was like, what do you mean? I'm being politically
That
correct.
says more about you.
And but you don't understand. It went into
And
like
also basing a friendship off gay bashing and you not wanting to do that anymore. Maybe edit that
but
part.
not
That's
but it
fucking
wasn't-
nuts.
But not even. But
like,
not
now
even,
you're not bashing the gays no more.
Nah,
I can't
but
fuck with you.
it wasn't even so much like a how guys talk. It wasn't a gay bashing thing.
No,
it
I
was
know.
like, yo, you don't speak the same way like you did. Like that he went as far as to say like, yo, I feel like you speak to us like you think we're recording you. I was like,
Listen,
what?
the mic is always hot.
I was
okay?
like, yo, you bugging the fuck out. Like
Yeah.
I was like, bro, I said, yo, we're all grown ass men now. Like we can't still be talking the same way we were talking at 23. Like it's just not possible. You know what I mean? Like my views have changed. My experiences have changed.
Uh-huh.
Like it's like I've gained more information and knowledge about what's going on. Like, why would you still want me to be speaking that way? It's not because I'm trying to be politically correct, or I think that y'all recording this phone conversation. It's like I'm just not that same 23-year-old kid from uptown that's just like, you know what I'm saying? Just no, I'm a grown man now. Like it's just not the same. So it's just right. I'm like, wait, no, I'm still Maul, but it's like, yeah, this is just the older, grown version of me. Like
Rosewood opened your eyes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Thanks to Mr. Mrs. Rosewood.
Mr. Miss.
Yeah, Mr. Mrs. Rosewood.
You're probably you've outgrown them probably, and that makes people uncomfortable. When
Not
they see
outgrown them. You know what it is? The thing is, and as friends, a lot of the times we don't like to have this conversation. A lot of the times, you know, some of your friends are still in a place where you've kind of like surpassed them as far as like experiences and, you know, just things that you were able to like learn and things like on certain things, like not just all the way around, but certain areas. It's like, no, I've been around these type of people. I've had these type of relationships now with people that do these things, and I've been to this part of the world, and a lot of the shit that we thought is not true. Like this is what it really is. So a lot of the times where your friends are still like, you know, just on the block or in the same neighborhood we grew up in, and they just have a 9 to 5. Their life is kind of like, you know, this is what it is, and they don't get a chance to travel and experience and learn different things and different cultures and meet people from different walks of life. Their mentality is still of that when we were all on the block, and now that I haven't been there, and I'm far removed from that. The way I speak is different. The things I can speak about are different. Mm-hmm. The knowledge that I've gained is different. So it's not that I've changed. Well, yes, I have changed, but not in the sense of I think I'm better than you, or I can't. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. It's like, nah, dog. He was wrong for talking like that, or we were wrong for thinking that. Like that's actually not true. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's kind of ignorant for us to still have that mindset. So I can't still have those ignorant conversations because it would just be me playing myself because I have information on those things now. I have, you know, I've learned, and it's like, nah, bro, like we was wrong. Yeah, we can still laugh and joke about it, but like, I'm not gonna be ignorant. You know what I'm saying? And I can't apologize for not being ignorant with my friends no more. It's like, actually, I'm trying to show y'all something like, nah, fam, like this shit is lit. Like we need to go here. We need to travel here. Shit that we thought was corny is actually cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of conversation. So it's just interesting having conversations with a lot of friends, you know, that you grew up with and that was in your life when things were different and y'all were all kind of in the same space. And, you know, sometimes people take off and people take off at different times. But, you know, it's just interesting having those conversations where you hear your friends thinking you changed. And it's like, yeah, I've changed, but it's not like I changed and I'm trying to act like I'm better than y'all. Like, nah, I just can't engage in that type of conversation because I know what that really is now.
But the better than y'all part doesn't come from you or how you're acting. That comes from what they think about themselves.
That's insecurities.
I understand that.
And I know because, you know, like I completely get where you're coming from, where you're trying so hard to not give off that I'm better than you vibe or that pretentious, like snobby vibe. But you can't control how other people perceive you due to their own insecurities and traumas. Like you can only be you, and you can try to make people better and they can be open to it or not open to it. But you can't think too hard on, well, damn, I don't want them to feel like I'm trying to like shit on them or I'm trying to, you know, you can't dumb yourself down. So I get completely.
As men, we don't have that conversation enough about having uncomfortable conversations with your friends. You know, it's like, yo, bro, I'm different. Like I'm grown. You know, my life has changed. My lifestyle has changed. The things that I do have changed. Like, because it does create a sense of, oh, he think he better than us.
Of course.
And it's like, nah, you still my homie, bro. But I can't. We did that already. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, bro, we got to do something else. Like life got to elevate. Life got to, you know what I'm saying? We got to move on. Like. Right. We can't keep having the same ignorant conversations.
But how do you have that conversation without it being completely direct and, to Demaris' point, making someone feel insecure and like you're better than them? How do you even have it without having that direct sentence? Like,
listen, I'm going to be honest.
Past that shit. Sorry.
I'm going to be honest. I was glad that they came at me like that on the phone because that opened up a whole conversation that we never had with each other. And I was like, y'all think that I think y'all are recording me? Like that shit was just funny to me. I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, like I can't joke about certain things anymore because it's like that would be ignorant of me, and I can't play ignorant. Like I just can't.
How'd the conversation go? Like, where do you guys stand now? Did that change your relationship with them, or are you still cool?
No, it was a lot of. The one thing I do like about the conversations that me and some of my friends have is that we could be on the phone arguing, yelling, and somebody be like, yo, bro, we can't both be yelling at the same time. Somebody got to listen.
Mhm.
And I like that about us. Like, you know, some people
That's
get offended.
maturity.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some people get offended. I'm like, you right, bro, go ahead. And I'll just shut the fuck up or they'll shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Or
So
just
it's like,
wait to talk. Not
yeah,
to
like,
listen.
yeah, it's like, all right, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? And let them get their shit off and I listen. It's like, so I do like that about me and my friends. It's like, we can have those conversations where it's like, yo, let me talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, all right, go ahead, man. Because it's always, like I said, respect is always there. You can tell me how you feel. But just keep respect there. And we could get around anything as long as we both have this level of respect for each other. You can tell me, yo, I think that you're talking to us like you think we're recording you. Or you trying to be politically correct. Like, where's the old mall? Like,
Where's the old man?
As you get older, do you feel
Buy his old albums.
yeah, that too. Listen to the old episodes. Yeah.
Do you
Download each and every episode of New Rory and Mal.
And you can listen to the old mall all you want at any time on a flight.
At the gym, wherever you want to download
Old
it.
Mal's going crazy on Patreon.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Have you two, and I can open this to anybody in this room because I feel like recently we've all kind of upgraded our lives a little bit. I feel like we're all in
To
that
where?
in that changing season. Possibly.
Julian is still going crazy.
Yeah,
at Ludlow.
Julian's still
Same old juju.
Yeah, Julian.
Oh no, we're seeing
We want the old juju back.
You're right.
Yo, we need the old juju back. I'm not gonna lie. We ain't been at Ludlow in a minute. I don't. You acting funny, but go ahead.
You're on the 4-date rule right
Yeah,
now.
like what's up with you, man?
Oh, you're dating the episode.
Yeah, like, what's up with you? Yeah, man.
No, but have you guys ever felt like, you know, that the feeling that you're outgrowing your friends and that like maybe some shit you want to do is more elevated and you're like kind of looking for, not to get rid of your old friends, but kind of like looking for a new community that's into the type of things that
It
you're
was
into?
easy for me. I left home.
Mm.
I have one friend that's my best friend. I've known him since 6th grade. We're still close. The only person I see outside of my family when I go home is him.
Mm-hmm.
And he grew up like 2 blocks from me. He still lives there. He lives with his girlfriend. He never left. I used to get on him about never leaving home. Just not the person he was, but it didn't change our relationship. I still love him. He's great. Like, we're cool. But I don't talk to anyone else from home. I have no desire to. That mentality upstate, I never clicked with me. Even when before I left home, it never made sense to me.
I mean, it's not Khaled's fault, but the no new friends theme is just terrible messaging. You should have new friends.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That doesn't mean get rid of old friends, but you should want to you should talk to other people and see what you say. New walks of life. You should get some new friends.
Well, none of us would be here.
Sometimes day ones are shitty people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the ironic thing about Khaled saying that was he made a lot of new friends.
Mad. There was new friends in the video.
His whole album is a bunch of new friends.
Yeah, it's like, yo, you didn't know any of these guys last year,
Yeah.
Khaled. I promise you didn't. Like, you know what I mean? But so,
And I know it was just obviously a catchy hook, but
yeah.
But people really like take that for some reason. I don't know if that's a cultural thing in regards that we have to feel like our day ones need to be around.
I mean,
And,
YOLO
like,
was another
you
one.
can't really no outsiders type shit. And it's like, no, it's, you know, if you're not a criminal in a RICO trial, I understand. Like, you should meet new people.
Yeah.
Like, you should talk to new people.
Yeah.
You should go other places. You should mingle in other circles.
We had
Doesn't
that
mean you're
conversation
getting rid of
on a
your-
Reddit. On a Reddit Live, we had that conversation with some guy asked, I want to get in the industry. Do I just like bulldoze this and figure it out? And we were like, no, find a mentor. Like, get someone older than you that can help guide you.
Yeah.
That's the Mighty Ducks.
I thought they were.
That's Jussie Smollett.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, he's in the Mighty Ducks.
Wait, really?
Really?
Is he?
Y'all
Yes.
didn't know that?
No.
No.
Who does he play?
Oh, we're day one,
He
Jussie.
plays the duck.
We're Jussie's day ones.
He plays, you heard Eddin, he plays the duck.
But nah, I do think that's misleading for even like young people too in their 20s. That's especially the time to start
Yeah.
like meeting new people. But that is the transition to even what Julian's saying, like maybe you leave home around 18 to go to college or whatever.
Yeah.
People are like, nah, I have to keep my close friends, which you do, but not at the expense of meeting new people. That's the time to meet new people. You don't even know the fuck you are yet. And you may really learn yourself through other people rather than the people that have been there your entire life.
Yeah.
I feel like
So-
those changes come in like multiple times though, because my friends changed a lot when I was like 19 and I went to college. And then they changed a lot when I hit like 27, 28.
Big time.
And like recently now, like I look at the people I talk to the most every day and they're completely new people. And it's not that I don't love my old friends. We're still super, 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 super close.
Oh, the new friends. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We're the new people she's
We talk
referring
every
to.
day.
Okay.
She wasn't talking about y'all. She was talking about Yomi.
Oh.
Exactly. exactly.
It had nothing to do with you. Eddin and Julian.
It was yummy.
That rose party really good.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's just like you make completely, and it's like, oh, the people I look to the most now for like advice on life things are people who are closer to the life that I lead now in regard, opposite of my old best friend who now has like 2 kids. And it's like, yeah, we're besties and I can come to you and tell you I murdered a person. But on a day-to-day basis,
It's the line
we
for me too.
live 2 very completely different lives.
Because you're a murderer.
Yeah, like that.
And she has children. Doesn't
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah,
want to
like-
take the charge for you.
Yeah, exactly. So
Jeez.
it's different. It's a big like change that I'm going through right
Well,
now. I'm in a different season.
A lot of
Okay.
times when you get older, the only thing you have in common with your early friends is just time.
Mhm.
That's the only thing y'all have in common is time.
Mm.
And the only time you guys speak is reminiscing about older times,
Mhm.
which can just be repetitive and kind of keep you stagnant if you stay in that mind state. And then you feel like a fucking prisoner to this person because you have the mentality. They've been there day one. Got to keep them around. All that shit. It's like, y'all have nothing in common anymore.
Right.
Yeah. And then they have nothing in
At
common with your
12
new
years
friends.
old, you guys had mad in common.
We all love Ninja Gaiden, right?
Like-
Was it Ninja Gaiden?
And I mean, even
Y'all don't even know nothing about that
No, I
game.
know about Ninja Gaiden.
No,
but
you
that can even happen with people in your 20s as well. Like I have friends from college that are still to me, some of my closest friends, but the only thing we really have in common now that I'm 32, it's not a slight to them, just we went different paths, is college.
Mhm.
Right.
Like when we link up, we talk about college.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. We laugh, reminisce. Let's laugh about all old stories. That's really about the only thing we talk about.
That's like my friends that are all getting married, the weddings. That's all we talk about. Dip in, reminisce, and then leave. And I
And
don't
which-
talk about anything else.
which is totally fine. That serves a huge purpose, and those are true friends. But that can't be your life as far as friendship goes. There
It'll
has
keep
to
you
be some
stagnant.
type of progression in what you talk to with friends.
I think as you get older, you naturally just gravitate towards people that kind of are doing things that you just find yourself being interested in. Like
Yeah.
if you're into film, you're into music, and you start hanging around people that this is what they do. They're in this lifestyle, and those are the people you want to surround yourself with because they're gonna help pull you up or elevate you to a certain level that this is what I want to be doing with my life. This is where I want to go. Like, you can have day ones and all that. Like a lot of my friends that are my day ones, like we don't, like I said earlier, we don't speak all the time.
Mhm.
But when we do, it feels like we just spoke last night.
Yeah.
We pick up right where we left off. One of my best friends is going to have a baby like next week or something like that. Like his life is completely changed. And we was talking about it the other day, like, damn, like 10 years ago, you know what I'm saying? I never would have thought I'd own a clothing store and I'd have a kid. Like he was the most anti-kid, anti-relationship person that I'm like, yo, bro, what's wrong
Talking
with
about
you?
yourself?
No, not me. But that's why. But it's funny because a lot of the times we felt a lot of the same ways on certain things, and it's like. But I always knew he was just like. I'm like, yeah, okay. Like I know I'm gonna have a kid one day. You're gonna probably have one before me. I used to always say it. He's like, yeah, right, no way.
Mhm.
Now look at him. His baby is due next week. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But it's just like,
Still time.
for me,
No.
it's
What
over.
is wrong with you?
I don't have. It's over. I'm the last of the Mohicans. But yeah, it's and even his lifestyle has changed and my lifestyle has changed, but we're still close friends.
Mhm.
We don't speak every day, and I don't think that defines a relationship. You don't have to speak to your friends every single day.
No, yeah.
But we speak often, and when we do, it's 4, 5, 6 hour conversations.
Yeah. To your point of surrounding yourself with like-minded people, when I moved to New York, I think I was 26, 27. And then I always thought it was people that had it figured out. And then when I lived here, when I first moved here, I was like, oh, it's like a bunch of people my age trying to figure out their footing in the industry. And that was comforting to be surrounded by like young, hungry people that wanted to make a somewhat of a, career in the industry. And that was for the first time in my life, I felt like I was like, oh, these are the people I need to be around.
Mhm.
And that was comfortable being like, not financially stable at all, but also like the hunger on a self-motivation level was kind of like across the board with everyone I encountered. And that was comforting. Like I was living on a couch for almost a year,
Mhm.
but I didn't care because I had other people that were more or less doing the same thing. And it was like a kind of a community of like, let's figure this out.
Right.
I had no idea what the hell I was doing.
Let me ask you, if you take out the, let me not say industry because that's going to come across weird, but if you take out that common goal or that commonality, do you think you'd be friends with them?
What do you, in terms of like their,
I'll make it personal
Yeah,
to me.
okay.
One of the more sobering things in my 30s specifically had to do with Palooza. for a decade,
Oh, I know.
I was friends with a specific group, still my friends. But I realized once you take Palooza out and that one common goal, that shit that connected us all, I realized I don't talk to them as much. We don't have much to say to each other. I mean, not everyone in the group, obviously, but it was a big group. So there's certain people that I talk to every day during Palooza. I maybe speak to them once every few months.
It'd be like that.
And it's just like a hey.
Right.
Like there's not much to talk about anymore. And it's a weird, sobering thing. It's like, damn, are these really my friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
They are, but it's just something I'm sure everyone in their 30s, 40s starts to go through that.
That's
Of like,
what
you
you-
try to figure out like, damn, all right, what really made us friends?
Well, also at the same time, sorry, Mo. Also at the same time, you have a whole new group of people that you're leading that you have to talk to every day.
You said
So-
you said I'm a click hopper?
Yeah, I think that's exactly.
That's not what
I didn't want.
that
to
what you
say
called
it. I didn't want to say it, but that's what
That's
it's
Called
that's
a
what it
culture
felt like.
vulture?
That's
Yeah.
not what I'm saying. That's not what
I have
I'm
never
saying.
been a click
What
hopper.
I'm saying is if you weren't forced to talk to all of us all the time, every day, you might have room to have similar conversations with other people.
Well, what's interesting
well.
too, Julian and I, of course, we speak way more because of this, but I've become much closer with Julian as a friend after Palooza.
Yes.
I would agree. I think touring in particular, we
Yeah.
had like some real actual conversations. The thing that's fun is like being able to have a conversation and talk to someone, because I feel like a lot of college relationships and even younger 20s relationships, you talk only when you're drunk. And that was so much of my friendships where we're fucked up. Let's kind of open up, but not really. This song slaps. Like that was kind of it. You draw the line.
That's where our relationship was based on.
guy
But it really
The
is.
song
though.
slap. Yeah, it's slapping, isn't
I get it.
Yeah,
But like to Rory's point, I think when we had stone cold like sober breakfast and just talk about life, it was like, okay, like this feels more than just, where's the next stop? Like what are we gonna open with? What skit are we gonna do? Like it became way more than work.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate, because that makes me want to work harder and like do better, because I care more about you two as people.
Ironically, I vented to Julian sober at breakfast about my oldest friend ever.
Yeah.
And how much of a fucking idiot he's been. And that's fine. I've said it to his face.
You did? Good.
But that's another conversation.
Do you guys?
But it's nice to have newer friends that you can talk to about your older friends.
Yeah.
Not in a shady way,
Yeah.
but like a venting type of way.
As the elder statesman in the room, let me just let y'all know that the older you get, the more people you're gonna not be friends with anymore. Yo,
Chew Live crew here.
live and direct.
Bricked up.
No, you're not bricked up right now. You shouldn't be.
Not yet.
Okay.
As soon as I take that blue chew, though, tonight it's on.
Oh, you got a lovely lady coming over, huh?
Of course.
Oh, remember the days when you just was ready?
Mm-hmm.
Days are long gone.
Not anymore.
Long behind us.
And what's going on out in these streets right now? I need the chew, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start losing women to men that are on these chews.
Blue Chew wants to help you have better sex.
It does.
Discover your options at BlueChew.com. Chew it and do it. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code RoryNMal at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping.
That's BlueChew.com. Promo code RoryNMal to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. All right, let's lighten the mood. I have to.
No, I'm depressed and I'm scared.
Same.
I don't give a fuck.
Don't ask me about no trivia.
See the tie back.
That was crazy. That was fucked up.
He doesn't remember.
I didn't even hear what he said.
I said I don't
He
give a
doesn't
fuck.
Give a fuck.
Oh,
Get it?
no.
Because your friend betrayed
Oh, I
you.
get it.
No.
Bring it all back. It's a full circle moment.
In the business, we
he's
call
drunk.
we call that a callback.
Yeah.
In the business. In the
In
biz.
the business. What business? In the business.
In the
we call
TV
that.
industry, that's what we
Oh,
call
yeah,
it.
we circled back to the original
Um,
joke.
So a few episodes ago, or whenever it was, for St. Patrick's Day, I lost St. Patrick's Day trivia to Demaris.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to.
Which is crazy.
It is nuts.
Yeah.
So I have to reclaim some pride.
That's on Patreon now.
Yes.
It was on Patreon.
There you go. Patreon.com/session
What?
Did you say word?
Speak English.
He was speaking in Spanish.
Yeah. Patreon.com.
Oh, I don't speak reggaeton.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't speak Sean Paul.
Wow.
I don't speak Sean.
Sean Paul.
That's just.
Sean Paul never spoke in Spanish. Not once.
Ever.
Anyways, Julian wanted to bring trivia back. I don't know what the category is, but I have to beat Demaris.
All right, Julian. So we're gonna have some hip hop trivia. I'll be honest. Black people really don't know much about hip hop.
Wow.
White people know more about hip hop.
For
than
sure,
black
he's
people.
gonna win this. Rory's gonna win this.
These are pretty. So yes, we are doing hip hop trivia. I think it's fair. I think you'll all.
The whites do love a good hip hop
Oh,
trivia
God.
thing.
White people they know more about hip hop than we do.
Like
That's a fact.
we know who engineered 36 Chambers.
Yeah, it's like
The whites are weird when it
Because
comes
they
to
can't
hip hop.
just feel it; they got to study it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Mm.
That's what you think I did? Think I was in the library studying hip hop? Think I walked in with my public library card. What section is hip hop in?
Under H.
I want to research.
under H.
I want to research the
I
RZA.
believe that's under H, sir.
All right.
Well, yeah. I just need to win. So
Well, we'll start light.
Okay.
On which famous TLC song did CeeLo Green sing backup vocals?
that's not hip hop.
Counts.
Hip hop trivia. He started with TLC.
I'm gonna say baby, baby, baby.
What about your friends? What's the real name of that?
It's
What About Your
called
Friends?
What About Your Friends?
I thought maybe there was another title.
Red Light Special.
Eddin.
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm gonna say waterfalls.
Eddin is right.
God damn it. Yes. It's funny. I wanted to say Waterfalls, but I was like, too obvious. And they were around Dungeon Family in the first album, so it's got to be one of the early records.
Goddamn Mexicans.
All right, who's keeping score? Somebody keep score.
Yomi, you want to keep score?
1995.
Yomi said no. Nah, I'm cool.
Okay, I'll keep score. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, which
Of course you would, since you're up one.
which rapper who's I think synonymously in the top 10? Which top 10 rapper used to go by the name Shrimp Daddy?
Oh, easy.
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Well, I'm guessing I'm going to go with Lil Wayne.
Forrest Gump.
Wait, that's not.
Lil Wayne.
Hey.
Damn, no points for you.
I just wanted to yell the wrong answer.
You know what's
That was
funny?
really
You know what's
Eddin
very
and
funny?
Demaris.
I didn't know the answers to that.
Eddin.
Shrimp Daddy.
If you guys didn't say Lil Wayne, I wasn't going to say Lil Wayne.
I was gonna say
I know.
Bubba Gump.
I would have went like, Big Daddy Kane.
Oh, sorry.
Because I was honest, you're taking a point away from me.
Because you took.
I could have kept that to myself and be like, oh, I knew Lil Wayne
Shut
was
up,
Shrimp
white
Daddy.
man.
Y'all are weird for knowing Lil Wayne was Shrimp Daddy.
I mean,
Whatever.
No, Eddin is just weird.
Yeah. Sorry. Julian?
Who
Rapid
was
fire.
P. Diddy a backup dancer for in 1992?
Maul.
Damn, and I know this.
A backup dancer, Father MC.
Heavy D.
Damn, I think it was Heavy D.
You can change your answer, Maul.
Yeah, I think it was Heavy D.
No, you
Wait, after I say Heavy D?
Yeah.
All right, I changed my answer to Lil Wayne then.
No, I think it was. I think it was Heavy because they from Mount Vernon.
I'm going to say
Puff
Sir
is
Mix a
some
lot for the fuck of it. Demaris?
Slick Rick.
It was Big Daddy Kane and Heavy D. You know what I can see in living color.
So that's a point for
Is that how he met
Go
J-Lo?
for Rory.
Yeah.
And Maul.
And Maul.
Give them all the point.
I thought about
Because
the
he
Mount-
said an answer and then changed it when I
No,
said
I thought about the Mount Vernon
Yep.
connection.
There you go. See?
Denzel Washington. Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
Julian?
Where did Jay-Z and Busta Rhymes go to high school together?
Brooklyn.
What's the name
More
of the high
specific.
Brooklyn Tech. Brooklyn High.
Westinghouse, Lighthouse, some shit like that.
It doesn't exist anymore. It's fucking...
Like it was Westinghouse, Lighthouse. Oh,
It wasn't like a George Washington,
This
but
why
it was
you
something
don't
like
change.
that.
something house.
If you combine your answers,
it's
you're
something-
close. It's George Westinghouse High.
All right, we both get that point because we
I knew
figured
it
that out
was
together.
Westinghouse.
Point each?
I knew it was something Westinghouse.
Give them a
Westinghouse.
25.
They used to battle rap each other in the cafeteria. Fun.
Battle rap each other. Who was Julian talking to?
Hip.
They used to battle rap each other over tater
They,
tots.
they used to diss each other in the calf.
They used to say words to each other in harmony, in unison.
All right.
Julian.
Which Will Smith hit did Nas co-write?
Getting jiggy with it.
Summertime.
Yeah. I was going to go
say
summertime.
Yeah.
No way. Getting jiggy with it.
Point to Maul. Getting
Damn.
jiggy with it.
Damn.
The song
Oh, yeah,
also
that's summertime was fucking
won a
Jazzy Jeff.
Grammy.
Yeah, I did.
Also, Nas did have a Grammy before
Well,
As a writer.
that's a
by
right.
proxy.
Yeah. There you go.
Come on, rapid fire.
How many copies did Eminem's 1996 album debut, Infinite, sell?
Not enough.
1,000 copies?
His
I'm gonna
debut
say- I'm
album.
gonna say-
His debut
like
album?
now
The
after he
first
became
one.
Eminem.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Originally, like first week sales or period?
Because I'm sure it's platinum now, but
Yeah, just initially before he blew up.
Okay, I'm gonna say 7,000.
I'm gonna say 100,000.
I'm gonna go with maybe 4,000.
I'm gonna say his debut album, Infinite.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 800 copies.
Rory, you should have stayed with your first answer.
1,000?
It was 1,000 copies.
No, but that was
Wow.
I said
Nah,
that
nah,
already.
you said
Who's
4,000.
But how come he gets to change his answers, but I can't change my?
Because you
I went
changed
to my
it to the
original
wrong
answer.
number. That's what you did.
But out of the two, I'm
what
picking.
number did you say?
He
I'm
said
picking the first
1,000 when I
Picking one
first
that's right.
asked, and then he said 4,000.
He did that with Heavy
I said
D.
2,000. Oh, so I won.
Mal said 800.
Maul was
Oh,
closer.
damn.
Yeah, technically.
Fine. Damn it.
It hurts, doesn't
Rory's
it?
teething.
It hurts.
Back to the library.
Damn demon hurts.
Let's stay on Eminem.
Was it in the
Eminem has
encyclopedia?
claimed to only read one book in his life, and it's by another artist.
What?
Which artist?
Dr. Seuss.
He only read one book.
Jay-Z.
That's what he claims.
Doesn't he have books that he wrote?
Probably not.
Did he proofread them?
The one book that Eminem would have read.
It's by another famous, legendary artist. I'll put legendary on it.
Trying to think of his favorite artists.
Elton John's biography.
Okay.
Mm.
Eddin, what's your answer?
I don't really know.
Catcher
Last
in the
time you
Rye.
took a guess, you won.
I'm
so.
drawing a blank.
I said Dr. Seuss.
I'll give you the name of the book if this helps. I make my own rules.
Yeah, that helps.
Rick Rubin.
Okay.
It's not
I
an
make
artist.
my own rules.
Royce the 5'9". Paul Rosenberg.
Dr. Dre.
No.
Oh, I
Just-
thought it was
just-
decoded. So
Okay,
I don't
no.
know.
Bizarre from D12.
Tupac.
It's LL Cool J.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
You
That's
never
cool.
you never read that LL novel?
So nobody
No.
got that.
Novel. No, I never read that.
This should be an easy one. How old was Nas when he started writing Illmatic?
18.
16.
16.
17.
16.
17.
Damn.
Don't fuck
Nah, he ain't even.
with me and
He
Queens.
turned 17 when he already wrote like the first 3
Nah,
songs.
Two-part
19
question.
came out.
Two-part question. And what year did he drop out of school?
90.
No, sorry, not year. What grade did he drop out of school?
8th grade.
7th grade.
7th or 8th grade.
10th grade.
I'm gonna say 7th.
He didn't go to high school, I know that.
Rory, lock in your final answer.
11th grade.
Well, he kind of went in 8th grade,
Rory.
if I remember Nazir.
11th grade is my
if you
last.
7th
my final
grade.
answer.
You said 7th.
7th.
11th.
You're
11th.
stealing my
Well,
answers.
No, I said 7th first.
I want to say he dropped out in 9th grade.
Rory, you should have stayed with 8th grade.
Damn.
I said 8th grade first.
I said lock in your final
Nah,
answer.
but
You said
technically-
7.
But in the
Technically-
90s, yeah, you don't even know how public schools
Yeah,
work.
like he don't even know. Like,
Oh, Rory, that's right.
Yeah.
So
My bad.
you wasn't there at 86.
All right, Rory.
Oh
you
my
get your
god.
point.
Yeah, he
Demaris-
dropped out of Cooley High. It's
Uh,
a knowledge bar. You wouldn't understand.
which historical author was Tupac heavily influenced by?
Machiavelli.
Yes.
Machiavelli, if you
Yeah.
want to.
Machiavelli.
Machiavelli.
Yes. That's the answer.
Shakespeare.
Wow.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
In his song "Something Wicked," he features a quote from Macbeth. It's kind of cool.
I mean, can everyone's a fan of Shakespeare? Are you allowed to
No,
say
not
like he just
everyone is a fan of
exists?
Shakespeare.
He just exists.
It's like it's just
Like,
part of
who
life.
isn't a fan of Shakespeare?
It's different.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
You thought Macbeth was trash?
I thought it was a little overrated.
You
If
thought
guys
O
are
was
wondering
better?
what the score is right now.
Definitely
Eddin
thought O
has
was
2.
better.
I have 1.
Or that's about Othello.
Rory
never mind.
has 3.5. Maul has 3.5.
Y'all are tied.
Ooh. Okay. All right.
Did you identify with a Mackay Pfeiffer and O?
Biggie wanted to open a soul food restaurant inspired by one of his biggest songs. Which song?
Juicy.
Juicy.
I really didn't hear the question. I'm sorry.
Biggie
I was-
wanted to open a soul food restaurant inspired by one of his biggest songs. Which song?
I'm gonna still say juicy.
Suicidal Thoughts.
Okay.
Great food.
That's a sick name
For a restaurant. I was gonna go hypnotize, but
Sounds rapey.
hypnotize?
Does it?
Your food.
Yeah, but it gives
That's
Molly all in the
it
champagne.
gives Bill
cheese,
Cosby
all
vibes. Yeah.
Damn, bro. Let's talk about food.
I guess Juicy.
Rory.
I can't think of no other song that would correlate to food.
Me and My Bitch.
Okay. I like
It's
it.
not bad.
Great restaurant.
Big Papa.
I would go.
Damn
that
it.
Damn.
Big
That
Papa
makes
soul
sense.
food.
That's actually pretty good. Yeah.
Sounds kind of hard.
Yeah.
I'm going to Big Papa Soul Food.
Am I the only one mad I never got to try Quaaludes? Like, I'm mad they went out of style before I could try them.
Went out of
I mean,
style.
like, became illegal.
extinct. My dad says they were the greatest thing ever.
I'm not a pill guy. I never got into pills.
Yeah,
Well,
me
I mean, you
neither.
just had to. If you break up the pill, it's just powder.
Could have snorted it.
except
Yeah.
if it's a chew.
Actually,
If it's a chew, doesn't
Snorting
stand,
a chew.
doesn't stand a chance around Julian.
Julian.
Snorting a chew would be sick.
I
All
feel
right.
like 10 years ago I
Give
probably
us the
would have
next
tried
one.
it.
Give us the next one.
Next one. We're flying through these guys. I'm just hoping this buy us more time. Okay. How many songs on Jay-Z's Blueprint did Kanye produce? There are 13 songs total.
How many songs?
H to the Izzo. Heart of the
I want to
City.
say 6.
Keep that shit in your mind.
Yeah, keep it in
Rory.
your head.
I'm a
Announcing all the
visual
records.
learner and a vocal
Jesus
learner.
Christ.
Visualize it in your mind.
Just showing them how many fingers you have up.
No, I don't want to say.
They keep stealing my answers anyway, so
Who's they?
you,
What?
Can I pull up the
Shrimp
track?
Daddy.
No.
No.
It doesn't say who produced it. It's the name of the songs.
No.
Nah.
No.
It's just the name of the songs. It doesn't say who produced it.
No.
I
No,
mean, 7. I want to say
There's
7.
13 songs.
It can't be.
That's the only information you get.
I don't
Demaris
think
says
it's
7.
as much as we think. I changed H to the Izzo.
Well, you need
Heart
to
of
take
the
a
City.
guess.
Actually, I'm lying. Can I say 5?
You can say 5. You can change your answer.
I say
We've
4.
established that you can change your answer.
5 is my final answer.
I can
Fours.
remember 3 for sure, and I'm gonna go 4 because I think I'm forgetting one.
I already said 4. I'm
You
just making
can-
sure you knew that.
Relax, Shrimp Daddy.
Why am I Shrimp Daddy now?
You were there, Mo.
You were there.
That's why I need to look at the track list because I'm forgetting.
No, it's
No,
he's
that would
thinking
be a
about the-
cheat for you.
Yeah.
No.
He's thinking about the ones that didn't make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you think about the original demo, right?
Yeah.
The original demo.
The reference.
I want to say 5.
Lock it in.
I want to say 5,
Mm-hmm.
Say it.
He is.
but I can't remember.
I think
The
he's
fifth
saying
one.
the answer
Say it.
is 5.
Say 5.
I want to. No, I'm gonna say because this is
I'm gonna
like,
say 5.
this is like
No, stop. Yeah, like,
Rory's on 4. Say 5.
Wait,
stop.
how
giving
come I
the
can't
Wait, Rory
switch?
said 4.
Yes.
All right, so I'll say 5.
No, I'm saying
Cool.
5.
Demaris and Mal get a point.
Yeah.
5.
Wait, but how come it only works
Because
that way? When,
you knew what I was
when I have
doing.
the right answer and I change it, it's not. It doesn't
this
work.
is-
But when
this was also
the other
like-
way around, it works.
I'm not giving away the answer. Just Mal almost shot himself in the foot.
No. That's why I wanted to look at the track list
Eminem.
because I forgot the names.
That's too
of the
easy, though.
songs.
But let
Yeah,
him
but-
shoot himself in the foot because that would have been.
All right,
just my
can you
fucking
name
point.
the
I
5?
was the only
H to the
one right.
Izzo, Never Change. Heart of the City.
Let's pull it up because I actually don't know the 5.
Oh, they don't have it in
H to
your
the
little
Izzo.
trivia game?
No, it's just
Heart of the
no.
City.
Yeah.
Girls.
He didn't do
Rory's
Girls,
so
Girls, Girls.
pissed.
Kanye didn't do Girls.
Nah,
You sure?
I'm like almost 100% positive.
He did Takeover.
Oh, I forgot Takeover's on fucking Blueprint.
He did
Oh,
Izzo.
just did Girls.
Yeah.
Oh, Takeover. That's the one.
Heart of the City. Never Change.
Never change.
And what was the 5th?
He
That's
did
what
Girls Part 2.
Wait, so it is. I was right. It's 4. 1,
Wait.
2, 3, 4. Yeah. All right. Yo, take their points away and give me my fucking
Girls,
points.
Girls Part 2 is a hidden.
That's
track.
not on the real album.
That counts.
All right.
Counts, bro.
It's a hidden track.
I have the actual CD. It wasn't hidden. It wasn't there.
It was there.
It was
Demaris
there. You have
and
to
Mal.
listen.
You gotta let it play.
You gotta let
No,
it
that's
play.
on volume 3. When he put those secret songs at the end of the outro.
No, it was on this too. You gotta just let it play.
No, I think it was Blueprint 2, bro. I mean Blueprint 1.
All right, what's the score update, Eddin?
Okay, so well, it's Eddin 2.
I didn't know you were talking about the deluxe.
Demaris 2. Rory has 3.5 and Mal has 4.5.
How have I got a half?
Y'all both
When did I
share
get a half point?
When
Yeah,
y'all
we'll-
decided, when y'all came up with the name of the high school, half and half.
Yeah, I mean,
it gave you a half. That could sway because that
you have been robbing me of my points this entire game.
you keep
Now you
changing
see how
correct
Trump-
answers.
But when I change,
Rory said 1,000 copies for Eminem, and then
but
it was
when I
like
change my
4.
answer, it only works when I'm wrong and not right.
Stop. Go with your gut instinct.
Now you see how Trump felt.
Wow.
I don't really see the comparison.
That's a wild equation.
They stole
This
the
feels like my house is being raided in Florida. I know the feeling now.
All right, guys, what's next? Because this is a podcast.
Thank you.
Oh, we had no
Thank you,
idea.
Demaris.
Shit.
This is
Fucking
a podcast.
genius.
Come
Nate,
on, ask a MF Doom question.
Nate Dogg, Nate Dogg, Snoop, and Warren G formed a group back in 1992. What was the name of that group? And I can give you guys a hint if you need a hint, but if you know,
Nate Dogg, Snoop, and Warren G.
Yeah.
I know. The Regulators,
Right? It's
Damn.
not. It's not the Dog Pound because that was the whole crew.
Mhm.
Those three were 213,
Okay, that was a guess. Stop
or it is
smiling.
Dog Pound.
Demaris,
Dog
what's your
Pound, I
guess?
thought was the whole crew, not just the three of them.
Lock in one answer.
I feel like Crooked Eyes in the Dog Pound. Everyone from Long Beach
Rory,
is in the
just
Dog
say
Pound.
one fucking
answer.
And stop
Dog Pound.
smiling.
Dog pound. You said the regulators.
213.
You said the regulators.
I
Demaris?
don't have one.
I don't have one either.
Crooked Eye in the Dog Pound.
Was it was Regulators the name of the song?
That was a Warren G.
Regulators
song.
are
For the
Warren
love
G
of God, just give Rory the fucking point.
What was the
It's
answer?
213.
I was all right. God damn it,
Oh,
Vince
Regulators
Staples,
was the name of the
Long
song
Beach,
on Above the Rim.
Rory,
Long Beach
Rory
Aquarium.
said it immediately and then dialed it back, and I started laughing. He was like, 213, the Regulators. I'm like-
213, 21 Savage. I don't.
So the 213 was inspired by the original LA area code.
Yeah.
So that's why they went
There
by
you go.
that.
Well, you
Give
tied them
Rory,
all.
give him the point.
Okay, NewRoryNMal are tied. No shot.
Here's this should be a good one. You should get points on this
All right,
one.
let's this be the tiebreaker.
How many days did it take Jay-Z to write the blueprint?
Maul was there, man.
How many days?
Yeah.
Trick question. He didn't write it.
Wow.
Didn't think about that one.
Wow.
Brain power.
But
Okay.
that's such a.
What is considered a weekend?
Like
Is that 2 days or 3
I
days?
think that's
2 days.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure, 2 days.
2 days.
But that's
It's inaccurate.
that's
went
gonna
back
that's gonna be inaccurate though. Whatever.
According to the legend, we'll just go with what.
I'll say
God, we know you were there, Maul.
6 days.
Okay.
Okay.
He said 6. Rory,
4.
3,
I'm gonna say 4.
2.
Stop giving my answer.
2's your final answer, Rory?
I don't trust you, so I don't know which
2
one I
or
should go
3?
with. 2 days.
Huh?
A weekend.
2 days.
A weekend.
No,
Say
2 or
3 days.
I don't know if it was a holiday weekend.
Okay,
There's
just
3 day
say
weekends.
2 or
Oh my
3.
God, Rory.
2.
He makes it
2.
difficult.
Give Rory the fucking point. It was 2 days.
Yeah,
That's
wow.
inaccurate.
Fucking
That's
good.
inaccurate. as
100%
fuck.
inaccurate.
I
Ain't
know
no
that
fucking way that's true.
That's inaccurate as fuck. I don't know who told him that.
So the
But that's
official,
inaccurate.
There's no way that
the
happened.
official winner
I
of
know for a
hip-hop,
fact it wasn't.
the official winner of hip hop trivia is Rory.
Fucking
McFarrell.
go.
I have 2
I'm not
more
a culture
questions.
vulture.
Yeah, there's 2 more
Okay,
questions.
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, Demaris, just relax.
Yo,
Why you want
wow.
to cut the games? Just mad questions. We got
We're
time,
having
baby
fun
girl.
here,
What we doing?
Demaris.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I want to make sure it's fun.
The
for
listeners are
audio
yelling out the answers
listeners.
too. This is interactive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not like
yeah,
Dora. Can you point to the backpack?
Demaris, this is a podcast.
Hey, not the backpack. All right.
Ah,
And Dora was one of the
that's
engineers.
That's my cousin's.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
That's hard. Which
Dora the
artist
Explorer.
was famously spotted in the crowd at Dave Chappelle's block party?
J. Cole.
That's too easy.
Kanye West.
You knew that too.
Who doesn't know that?
Ebro.
All right.
Because he also was.
They give them both points.
Who didn't
Oh.
know that? Like that's
It is Cole.
I
Of
didn't
course.
know.
I was just, some of these are point layups.
I didn't know that. Well, you have a chance to tie it or
Last
Let's go.
question. What's the score?
Rory Moore in the lead. It's fine. But Rory's up by 1. That's it.
Blacks versus whites. Here we go. Which famous actor / comedian wrote letters to Tupac while he was in jail?
Oh,
Oh.
come on. Give us a harder one, please.
which famous? What? Say that again.
Do you know the answer?
Yeah, I know the answer, but
Don't say it.
I'm not going to say it.
What-
Which
what's it-
famous actor or comedian wrote letters to Tupac while he was in jail?
Tony Danza.
Okay. Maul.
Actor, comedian. Comedian.
I mean, it doesn't matter. She's on the low.
I just wanted to get the point if she gets it.
Come on, Maul.
Frasier.
Actor, comedian.
Ross
But
from
that's not fair because
Friends.
a lot of people did.
I know that is a weird question.
The most famous.
Because Jada, you can't say Jada, right?
No.
Because she's not a
Jada's
comedian.
That's
She's
why
just
I'm saying
hilarious.
comedian. I know Tony Danza did write him because I was surprised to hear that. But is Tony Danza considered a comedian? I didn't know that. He had a
Yeah.
stand up.
No. Like
Can you be a comedian without a stand
comedic actor.
up? So it's probably Tony Danza.
You want it? This is for the tie break. You want to say the same name as Rory?
Yeah, then we just have to go to the next question. to piss
off the
Demaris off.
documentary, I do remember seeing Tony Danza because that was a name I was not expecting Tupac to say wrote him because he was surprised when Tony Danza wrote him.
Fine. I guess this is a more open-ended question because I guess there were more people than who I'm only thinking of.
I
But
think he got more than one letter.
the
is what
answer
we're
was
saying.
is Jim Carrey for this question.
Oh, I
didn't even know that.
I just remember the doc.
But Tony Danza probably is as well. Now I feel like I have to find another question.
Now I feel like I want to read the Jim Carrey letter to Tupac.
Yeah, like I
Where's
didn't
that
even
printed?
know that.
Yeah.
In the documentary, did he bring that up?
Not that I remember.
Oh,
I remember him being surprised when Tony Danza.
That's what I remember.
He
too.
was like,
and then
Julian?
they put a photo of Tony Danza. And
but I don't
I
know
have
if
no idea.
Tony Danza was a comedian. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways,
Julian,
Next
if we don't proceed, that means Rory wins, and I kind of don't want that to happen.
I have
course
okay.
not.
One more.
you'll edit this to make me lose. Regardless.
Let's see. Maybe this will do it.
And can we put the point system on the side of the video?
Sure.
Like where my points are right here.
Your points are right there.
What was
Nope.
the first hip
Look at
hop
all the
party
points.
There you go.
How many Grammys does Jay-Z have?
Ooh.
All right. Fuck.
Can you both text me your answer?
What?
Yeah.
I don't want you guys to influence each other.
Can I text Jay-Z and ask?
Sure.
That's your favor?
Who could text him first?
You're fucking disgusting.
That's your favor?
All right, so
That's the one text I want to use.
Yeah,
Yo,
right.
how many Grammys you got, bro?
Turn around. How many on that wall?
Am I close?
You're close, yeah.
After the bar he did on the solid record, I think one more happened.
Okay. They're figuring out their answers.
I'm not going to text you. This is a podcast.
damn, how do I not know this? I feel like I know it, but I don't know it because I know this. I know this past Grammys he became.
Oh wait, I forgot. He just
How about? Can I get
no.
you two
I know.
answers?
I know that, but I'm thinking some happened after that.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Stop,
That's
Demaris.
we know the bar.
Can I give?
21 Grammys. I'm a savage. I know,
Oh,
but I think some happened after that. That's why.
I didn't tell you I had a dream Rory said nigga, but go ahead. Keep
What? How did
It wasn't a
that
dream.
correlate?
It's on patreon.com/.
Subscribe now.
It's on the $50 tier.
Subscribe now to Patreon.com.
It's just me reenacting the pencil thing.
Yeah.
I'm in the same fit.
Nigga.
nigga. Hand me a pencil, my nigga.
Patreon.com/NewRory.
Can you guys please fight? This is come on.
Can I give you two answers?
No.
Did God did win one?
Just don't. Just think to yourself.
get a
Stop.
guess.
We're not helping you.
I'm about to put
So text it to you?
timer. No.
I want
say
text it to me so Rory can say his out loud. Yes, you text me your answer,
23.
and then I want to see yours.
Okay, so Rory says 23.
They snubbed him for 444.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want written testimony. I think didn't he get to
That's true.
I'm not
with
gonna
with
tell you.
the song?
You can think out loud. It is a podcast.
Fuck 22.
You're going with 20. So you're changing your answer?
Which
I can-
one, Rory? You keep doing this with every question. You've had two answers.
And
with-
you
go
you
with your
only make me
intuition.
lose when
I'm not influencing you. Pick pick one or a different number.
See, you know why I'm confused?
23.
Because they keep putting.
Final
Okay,
answer?
Rory says 23. Maul, what do you
They-
I just feel like we would have gotten a Jordan bar about 23 Grammys somehow.
Go ahead, Mom. What's your answer?
Just say it.
They keep putting. I'm getting confused because every time they talk about Jay's Grammys, they mention Beyonce's as well. So the numbers, I'm just like confused now. But
Just Jay.
I know he's the most nominated. How many does he have?
Did you just text Hop? Said you had your phone. I wasn't sure what you was doing.
Nah.
Not texting the Rock Nation group chat.
Yo. Quick question.
Why you gonna go to the gold party?
Or the brunch. Do
Just
they
like-
not invite you to these things?
Well, Rory went to the
I don't go to brunch.
Ever? That's a weird hill to die on.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's a weird thing to just not do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
That's where you draw the line.
Like chicken and
It's
waffles.
actually
Is that
like
good?
it's actually a regular thing to do.
To not go to brunch.
Yeah.
It's just breakfast. It's like lunch after breakfast.
Even the most popular brunch in
no.
the history of brunch.
What if it was just lunch?
Mm-mm.
What if it was just apps?
Yeah, and then the waffles were in
Like
it.
hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do hors d'oeuvres.
Like
Okay.
a light dinner.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
what's your answer, Maul?
With that being
Rock
said,
hors
how many
d'oeuvres.
Grammys does Jay-Z have?
I'll say 27.
Okay, Julian.
Drum roll. The Whites win. Rory nails it with 23 on the dot.
How many
The
nominations
Whites
did he have?
Take it home. Let's check it out.
100?
Probably 50 something.
It's like 33.
I believe something like that.
Good job,
All
Rory.
right,
that's-
wait, if he has 33 nominations, 23 wins, we are going to get a Bird Jordan bar somewhere in the next year.
Correction.
We went to the judges.
There's been a misstep on my part. Jay-Z has 24 Grammys, not 23, which means neither of the guys were right, which means we need one more question.
But I had it text, but I didn't send it.
But you ain't hit send, and you said 27.
This is how Trump felt.
Follow-up question.
What?
How many Grammys does Beyonce have?
30.
Fuck.
2. 31.
Which one is it?
32.
Okay.
Can I phone a friend?
Yeah, who?
Cannot call
Demaris?
Beyonce. No.
No, I'm sorry.
I know you know the answer.
I kind of want to see.
32.
Oh, and there's a Magic Johnson. Jay's gonna go crazy with all these numbers.
Kobe Magic. It's Magic how
So,
Kobe.
Maul, what's your official number?
Nominations was Bird.
Maul, you said 32?
Beyonce, I believe it's 32. Yeah.
And Rory?
Julian?
I'm gonna go 32 just in case. I'm forcing another question.
Pick a different.
That's a
number.
strategy.
You can't pick his number.
Yes, I
Cricket
can.
strategy.
This is the
So
tiebreaker.
this is strategy. 32.
This is how Trump felt.
32. It is, in fact,
Recount.
32.
Yeah.
They're both
The election
correct.
was stolen.
Jay-Z holds the record for the most #1 albums by a solo artist on the Billboard 200. How many albums has he had that went #1 on the Billboard 200?
He's at 13. Just adding a
Rory
result.
thinks out loud.
11.
5 is my.
I read with my finger. I'm
11?
an idiot.
Maul said 11.
Amal says 11. Rory.
Hold on one second.
I'm not stealing his
Mm.
answer because volume 2 would have been the first one, and he has 13. So I would have said 11. I'm not saying that because Maul said 11. My answer really would have been 11.
Okay.
Because Reasonable Doubt and volume 1 didn't. Volume 2 on, I think, were all #1s.
The answer is 14.
He's only has 13 albums.
The answer is 14.
How is that possible?
Unless
The cover art of 444 was, "This is my 13th album."
Does the collab album? The Carters.
That went #1.
Yes.
yeah, I knew it was gonna get tricky.
All right, you got to follow up then.
All right,
We're
quick.
both wrong.
Next follow-up.
I
Sorry.
can't even speak.
Whoa.
You all right?
Whoa, you all right?
Just want to make it. It's about Kanye West. Is that why you're
No,
nervous?
I'm trying to figure out how to word this.
You got flustered when you saw Ye's
Actually,
name.
that's a better question.
Of course it is. It's Kanye.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
How you get flustered when you see Ye's name?
How many millions of records has Jay-Z sold? Whoever's closest to that
don't know.
number wins.
15
what?
million. He said
Oh.
3 millions.
Maul?
How many millions of records has Jay-Z sold?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 50, not 15.
Demaris said 50 million.
Streams count?
Rory
He makes everything difficult, bro.
Rory just wants to find a reason to give 3 answers.
Can you use it in a sentence? Word of origin.
So we can move past
30 million. I don't know.
Okay. So Demaris said 50. Rory
Unlike
said
you,
30.
30 million can't hurt.
30 million.
Maul? We were there
Um,
for half of them.
I'm gonna say 100 million.
I'm going to say 40 million.
I'm going to change my answer to whatever the right one is.
And that's white privilege. If you
Trump
combine
feels.
Maul and Eddin's answer, you would be as close as you can get. Over 140 million records sold. So Maul
wins.
wins.
Yeah.
I knew it was 100 for sure.
Damn, I said 30 million. It was 140.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry, Jay.
Hey, you thought Jay sold 30 million records? I knew it was 100 for sure.
I was thinking like first week and trying to add that up in my head. I don't know.
See, you made it complicated.
I think it ended in a tie, but we'll take it.
Ended in a tie?
Basically.
I think so.
The fans won.
Yeah.
culture
The culture.
The cult-
Yeah.
The culture
We did that
lost.
for the culture.
Yeah, the culture,
culture definitely lost.
When
Well, let's end with music. Demaris had a good question that she wanted to ask everyone.
Yeah.
All right, so if you guys could pick any album in the world, whatever genre, and say which one impacted your life, your outlook on life the most, which album would it be?
I got to be honest here.
Maul, be serious, please.
All right, my bad.
Well, by default, it would be Black Album because that was the day you
When
became
he
the
handed
king of
you
the city.
The king, the keys
He
to
gave
the
you the
city.
keys.
For me?
Yeah, Jay retired, and you were the
Yeah,
prince, and then
I
you
was
became
on-
the king.
I was on the A train the same
You
night
were
he
the
retired.
prince.
For me, an album that impacted my life the most.
Yes.
As cliche as it sounds, probably Reasonable Doubt, only because I as a young age I saw my brothers actually do something in music, and to me that was like super unthought of. Like I never thought it was possible. You see people in the music business, and you think that these are like people that you just never are gonna know.
Mhm.
So to see them do that, coming from where they came from, and being in the streets, and all the risks that they took, and to see them actually be able to do that, to me it became like a real tangible thing. Like, oh shit, like we can be in the music business. We can sell records. We can put an album out like that. To me, it became real. So to me, that changed the way I looked at the music business, the record industry, and to see what they were able to build from that. Like that was the foundation. What they were able to build from that point on, to me. So that to me made it like a real thing. The music business became a real thing, not just something I saw on TV or just turned on the radio and heard songs. Like it was like, oh, this is real. This is something that you can really do. You don't have to be super smart, super educated. You don't have to, go to school and study a bunch of things to run a music business. So to me, Reasonable Doubt was the one that made the music industry and the music business a real thing in my eyes. So it would be Reasonable Doubt for me.
That's a good answer, Mo.
Rory?
You were the one that said classic should have went triple, right?
Yeah, that's how I felt. Should have went quadruple, being honest.
I'm gonna go Love Below. I mean, I know it's part of Speaker Box and
that's
all that,
great.
but I'm gonna go Love
Great
Below
album.
because when I was like, Love Below came out when I want to say it was 13. Before that,
3.
yeah, I was 13. I was like a super hip hop kid. Like I almost didn't listen. My mom was super into R&B and like pop music and everything. I was very much fucking rap. And then when this shit came out, it made me appreciate melody more. It made me like a lot of the music my mom was playing me before that I wasn't paying attention to. Like this shit brought me to music. And I'm not saying hip hop isn't music, but this really brought me into a different realm of what music was when I was very much just into boom bap hip hop shit at that time. I appreciate all genres of music from this album. Like Love Below changed my perspective completely on how I see music. Go on Love Below.
Great album.
You think it affects kind of your creative process now with your own album?
100%.
She lives in my life.
I mean, most of me starting my project was like trying to copy this. Like not copy it, but like everything that I thought was
Pay tribute
perfect.
to it.
Like I was trying to, I'm not comparing it to Love Below, but that's where I wanted to go. Like this is the standard of what we're trying to do.
That's cool.
This is perfect to me. And yeah, this shit just changed how I view everything.
I thought you were going to say Marshall Mathers LP, to be honest.
When Marshall Mathers LP came out when I was the tender age of 10,
Yeah.
I loved my mother. And then that came out and I was like, oh, fuck that bitch.
Mom, I'm not doing the dishes.
Mom, you created this beautiful, loving environment for me.
Rory bought a shovel.
Bought a shovel.
Rory cleaned out his closet.
Oh, Mom, you provide for me and love me. Fuck you.
Be more like M's mom.
Why haven't you fucked me up more?
These are so stupid.
This
God damn it, Mom. You're such a good mom.
Julian, what would
this
be yours?
actually was going to be. This is one of those albums I feel the same way as Rory because I was around this same age. This had a similar effect in terms of introducing. It kind of felt like I was listening to the old R&B with like a newer twist. Like it was combining the music my dad would listen to with what I was listening to. But I don't want to give the same answer. So what I will say is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy
Fire on.
for 1,000 reasons.
Definitely a classic.
Isn't it literally tatted on your arm?
Not
No,
like that
that's the
album.
graduation
It's not.
bear.
Yeah.
But that album, I think, in terms of what I love in an artist, is being able to introduce new sounds and just create a narrative. And I think that's still, to this day, one of the most beautiful stories ever told across an album. And the visual component was just as compelling as the audio experience. And that's just, that album never gets old. Anyone can hit play from and let that shit run. I don't need to go on about it. Everyone knows it's one of the best albums ever. But that one solidified Kanye as one of those guys.
I think you can make a compelling argument that it's the greatest hip hop album of all time.
I think it is.
Really?
It's definitely one of the, if we start talking about classic hip hop albums, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is definitely one that people will throw on the table for sure. It's just hands down, anybody that loves hip hop, loves music.
Because
this
Nicki's
album-
on it, right?
Well, she had one of the greatest verses of all
Ever.
time.
Of all
Yeah,
time.
ever.
On this
Yeah.
album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that, this is one of those albums. Honestly, this album when I remember hearing this album, I was actually surprised at how good it was. Because I remember, like, it was like Kanye was in a spot where people thought that he was turning into something different with this album. And people were kind of like, yo, what is he on? And then you hear the album and you're like, oh, this shit is hard.
Odie.
Like, this shit is crazy. Like, we understood, like, all right, he's just an artist. He's going to transform into different things. He's going to try different sounds. And the fact that he had dudes like Saha on this album, like dudes that people didn't really know about like that. Swiss, Pusha, Nicki, Rick Ross, like this was just
Bon Iver, like that Lost
Kid
in the
Cudi.
World, that the sound that he experiments with on Lost in the World.
yeah,
it's
like
just-
Bon Iver, like people,
there's so
people
much
didn't know who that
range.
was.
You know what's also interesting about this album, and in retrospect too, because I've not going to beat a dead horse. I was fortunate enough to be in the building when this was being made, and Kanye played a bunch of shit for us before it was out. He insisted at that time to not do the whole press run shit. He wanted to go play this for Facebook. And I remember being 19, 20, like, why is Kanye going to Facebook and Google to play his album? It's a weird thing to do. In retrospect, what a forward-thinking fucking thing to do. Like, nah, I don't want to go to Hot 97 and play it for them. I want to go to Facebook.
They have a bigger reach. Yeah.
Like, my ignorant ass was just like, that's weird. Like, what is Facebook going to do for you?
Right.
Yeah, that
Boy, was I ignorant and wrong.
Oh no.
that was just Kanye again. That was spoke to the genius that he is. Like, he was always wanting to try different things and push his art in different ways, and you know, he didn't want to get painted into a box. And I think this was his way of showing. This was like, to me, Kanye's first like real like, I'm better than all of y'all.
This is his magnum opus. Even the rollout, the Good Music Fridays, those songs alone could be packaged together and become a classic album. Like everything he did leading up to this was flawless.
Like this is when his more of his ego started to show after this album. This was like, yo, I'm better than y'all. I know I'm better than y'all. Y'all know I'm better than y'all. The whole college dropout, that whole thing was still Kanye being humble, just showing like, yo, I'm dope. You know what I mean? But this one was like, yo, I'm better than all of y'all.
But also, one of the more humbling times that existed with Ye. When he came in the office and he then went in interviews and said this shit, he disappeared to Paris to go be an intern. He's like, I had to humble myself and start from scratch. Me and Virgil went to Paris and just like, we were interns. Like we did the whole shit, coffee in the morning for everyone, and just sat there and learned.
Just learned,
like, I realized the Taylor Swift shit, like I was nuts. Like I shouldn't have done that, even though I agree with what I did type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was the perfect mix of humble Ye with bravado Ye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with Julian. This is probably high.
Classic album.
Classic album.
No doubt about it.
Which Janet Jackson album did it for you?
It would be the Velvet Rope.
Oh, I was right.
You were actually right. If we were going to pick a hip hop album, it would be the Black Album for that its own reasons. But if we're going to do just albums across all genres, it would definitely be the Velvet Rope by Janet Jackson for me. That's the album that my father used to introduce Janet to me. And that album it was the first album I'd ever heard that addressed, Janet was so forward thinking with the topics that she was addressing. She was addressing like the LGBT community on that album. She addressed so much self-hate, some political things, some sexual things. And at a very, very young age, it introduced me to those concepts. And the more I listened to the album as I got older, the more like different shit that I was listening to as a kid would hit. Like, for example, the title track and the second track called You, which address so much of just like looking within yourself and like you can't run from who you are. So you can change where you live, you can change your friends, you can change your job, but you can't run from who you are. And I'm a person who, now that I'm an adult, I'm realizing that like you can change a million things about yourself, but the thing that you're running from is you and who you are, and you can't change that. You can't run from that.
Or Joe Jackson.
Oh my fucking.
Sorry, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
You
I love the moment.
You
I'm
can't
sorry.
help yourself.
Rest in peace to the legend,
Can't hide from him either.
Joe
yeah.
Jackson.
Gotta
Yes,
come home.
rest in peace to the legend Joe Jackson. But yeah, so if you are ever in a bout of like self-discovery where you're just like, I cannot look in the mirror today, that album will help you face some shit for real. So I would definitely pick that album.
I remember seeing Janet Jackson do the Rhythm Nation at Madison Square Garden. I went to that show. I'm showing my age, I know.
Yeah, it's okay. I went to live. It's cool.
It was a great concert.
Are we seeing Janet on my
concert.
birthday?
We have not bought not a ticket.
Okay, but Yomi can also say, do I deliver when it comes to tickets?
You deliver for sure. But I don't want them to get sold out unless you have.
Rory give y'all tickets to one show, and he ain't gonna let that shit die.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
He never.
Do I not take care of y'all?
He's like,
Sent y'all to a
"Yomi."
show, didn't I?
But what happened afterwards
Yo,
is why I'm
right?
hanging this shit over their heads for the rest of my life. It has nothing to do with the tickets. So you ruined my fucking night.
Oh man.
Okay, Eddin, which Ricky Martin album did it for you?
Honestly, it was kind of hard to decide, but I'll say the most impactful album for me was the first rap album I ever heard, and this was like in 2008. Ready to Die
God damn. 2008?
by Biggie.
Are you just picking a rap album because this is a rap podcast, or was it actually a rap album
No,
that changed
it
your
was a
life?
rap album.
He's from the
Oh.
Bronx.
Because that was the first time like I listened to rap for real. Like I was always like a rock kid.
The fact
Wait,
that
what was your rock album at the time then? Because I fuck with rock.
A rock album that I loved at the time, it was probably like Fall Out Boy or some shit like that.
Oh.
Fall Out Boy or
Not real
My
rock.
Chemical. Yeah, like
Yeah,
Different kind,
that's
different
pop-
kind of rock. That's
pop-
pop rock.
You want me to do
Pop
like
rock.
Weezer or fucking?
No, that's
still
still,
pop
pop rock.
rock.
I'm talking like I was a big Linkin Park fan.
Still pop
It's
rock.
not, no, their album cuts aren't pop at all. Their album cuts are not pop.
Okay, but you would Beyonce's
Meteora,
album cuts are
Hybrid
R&B, but she's
Theory.
still a pop artist.
Give me a rock album then.
Green Day before they became pop, Dookie
That
is
shit's
one
hard.
of the best
Okay.
rock albums that I've, at least for my.
Then yes, I was a pop. rock kid.
Led Zeppelin, Dazed and Confused.
God.
I'm a Leonard
But,
Skinner
like,
guy
nah,
myself.
different era.
I don't know.
That's because you're a good patriot. You're an American.
I'm a Leonard Skinner guy. You know what I mean? I like Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, you
Oh
can.
yeah, I love Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah.
Those is one of my favorite.
In like the
because
just
you're so progressive.
to the speaker box
I
love
love Red Hot
below.
Chili Peppers.
I know Rory
Kiss,
fucks
by
with.
the way.
Remember the Odd Couple, Gnarls Barkley?
Of course.
That was another one of those albums where I was like, oh, this is different. This is the kind of
Absolutely.
shit I like.
Gnarls Barkley.
That was-
Classic.
They had some good albums.
Remember they had a.
I
Gnarls
fucked with him
Barkley-
since he was singing background for TLC.
Yeah. No,
Somewhere
from way
else.
back.
What was the
That's-
other one
That's
called?
what, in
So
the
fucking
business we
stupid.
we call that a callback.
I know. I got it. In
Did
the
anybody
business.
else's parents listen to Michael Franks?
Not my parents.
Michael Franks.
Michael Franks.
I'm not sure.
None
Maybe
of you guys know who that is. I didn't know if that was an old people thing or just a my dad thing. You would love Michael Franks music.
I'll check it out.
I'll send you an album and you will absolutely.
Saint Elsewhere, one of
Saint
the greatest
Elsewhere.
albums ever.
That's one of the
I'm
best
with you.
albums.
I went to see them perform. They performed that album.
God, this
and
is a great
Central
album.
Park was doing like some free live concerts
okay.
like years ago,
Mhm.
and they performed that Saint Elsewhere album in Central Park.
till Nas and his Queensbridge buddies ruined that.
Oh
Damn
my
it,
God.
summer series.
Those are some of the best live shows ever, man.
Also one of the best.
Fucking Nas
One
and
of the
Mobb
coolest
Deep
artwork.
destroyed that.
You said what?
That artwork is incredible. I remember when I was a kid just
Yeah.
staring at this and like drawing it.
Oh, Who's Gonna Save My Soul Now is probably one of my favorite
Oh.
videos ever.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I like that question, Demaris. Yomi. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yum.
See, we
There you
like.
go.
Huh.
You guys are not like that.
We're like
Just
that.
letting you know
You're
that.
not.
You guys are
Like,
not.
we're going to jam
I'm gonna
together.
speak for Yomi. She
Yeah.
doesn't feel that way.
All right, well, guys, that was fun. Little trip inside of each individual's mind. Hopefully, all of y'all are doing well mentally. I didn't check on everybody, but y'all seem like y'all doing well. If not, hit the group chat.
Tell
not
us
gonna
someone.
fucking respond.
Yo, if you have mental health problems, hit the
Yeah,
group
you would
chat.
never
Is the
respond.
Hit the group chat.
Uh,
I do respond.
Logic gave us a number. Just give that a call.
No, it's a new number now.
Oh, they changed it. It's a 3-digit number now.
Yeah, that's it's like 988, I think.
The logic hate is real. Even the suicide number was like, nah, we changing this.
Yeah.
Nah, it was better because like if you're on the verge of suicide and you got
That's
to
a long-ass
punch
number.
in 7 digits.
Like,
Like,
what's the number?
they
Yeah.
shortened it.
It is
What
You
is
gotta
the
look at
number?
the
It is 988 for anybody who is seeking help. And if you are having any problems and you just want to vent, my inbox is always open on Instagram.
Shut the
Nobody
fuck
calling
up.
you. Ain't nobody
They're-
inboxing
Actually,
you.
I have,
They're
a lot,
killing
I have
themselves.
a lot of people, a lot
Man,
of listeners that inbox
Demaris
me.
better be the last one y'all hit.
Yeah, don't.
I'm sure, but now you're putting yourself in a position. Now you have to answer everyone with suicidal thoughts.
Yeah, and if she
And
ain't,
you're
'cause
not
she
a
deletes your
licensed
account. She delete her account
therapist.
every other
I did not
week.
say if you're having suicidal thoughts. I said if you
Yo,
need
imagine
someone.
She deletes her
talk to.
account.
Imagine
She
listening to
deletes
her say that and she's deactivated.
Yo,
Yeah, like what is she? Demaris be pissing me over this shit. Yo, reach out to me. You deactivate
Like,
your
yo,
account
hit my line.
every 4 days. What are you
Imagine
talking
standing on
about?
the top of the tribe, bro.
Yeah,
Like, hold on,
like, fuck
it's
outta here.
deactivated.
It's like user doesn't exist. I guess I don't either.
User not-
That's the sign.
No one will talk to me.
this is your fault, by the way.
Oh
Oh, I
man.
want to keep this. That's so funny.
No, we are keeping this. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Demaris say, yo,
Yeah.
just DM inbox me. User not found. Oh man. No, in all seriousness though, please take care of yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. Hopefully everybody is in a good space right now. If not, talk to somebody, reach out to somebody for some help, for some
not
conversations. Just not Demaris
Yeah, just
inbox,
not
please.
Demaris.
because she may deactivate her account for 30. She'll be back in 28 days though. So just hold on for 28 days and then Demaris will get back to you. This has been a great episode, guys. I had a lot of fun laughing with y'all, talking with y'all, talking shit, joking.
Yeah, it was
But it's time to get the fuck out of here. Hopefully y'all have a great week. We'll be back soon in a couple of days. Speak to y'all. Be safe. I'm that nigga. He's just ginger.
Wait,
Peace.
did I win trivia?
No.
No.
Peace.
NewRoryNMal.